Welcome back. It's been a short while. I think the welcome back is more to me than to anybody else. Welcome back to another episode of the Franchise Mode series, a series I have promised to continue, and this has really been the first chance I've made this video over multiple days, not quite weeks. I just hadn't had a chance to get to before, but having to play, edit, and now voice record over the top of it has been, separate days for all of it, which really I've never done before. Usually separate days for recording and then editing and recording the voice over it, but to do the edit and then days later come back and do the voiceover, that really I haven't done. So most of these games are going to be out of my memory at this point, which is a little bit more interesting for me and maybe makes it a little bit more interesting for the commentary. But this first game is going to be against the Seahawks. We're away from home. It's a difficult stadium to play in for the Buccaneers, and that kickoff goes straight off the upright. And the Seahawks start quick with a slant there. We gave them a little bit too much respect, a little bit too much space, and they took advantage of it. Then a 1st and 10 after that. Russell Wilson going over the middle, and it's Justin Evans, who's been absolutely ridiculously good this season. With the addition of Tracy Battle, he has stepped up to prove that he may be the best safety on this team, whereas I thought he was decent. He's proving to be a bit of a star on this defense right now. The best player in the secondary, I would say, really without a doubt, and one of the better players on defense this season. So the offense gets a chance here, going deep. It's a one-on-one matchup. Mike Evans not able to get the ball there. Decent coverage from the Seahawks. So now a 3rd and 6 to Sean Watson, looking to pass, getting that one in, just squeezing it into Chris Godwin, but getting the first down. And now on 2nd and 5, it's play action. Watson rolling out. He's got plenty of space to the left. He decides to run for it. He gets a little bit of help from his receivers in the end zone, blocking him out of the way. He beats the linebacker to the end zone, gets a rushing touchdown. Deshaun Watson showing off, of course, that he's got the legs as well. He's been doing a lot of good passing so far this season, but they're getting into the end zone with his feet. And now the Seahawks back on offense after a troubling start with that interception, but that may be the first missed tackle of Tracy Battle's career in the NFL, as he missed one there. Just flew right by the guy, and they go over the middle, and it's dropped. It's DK Metcalf unable to hold on to it, and we got lucky there. And on 3rd and 6, a stop made by Murphy Bunting, and we get the ball back. 2nd and 1 now as Watson rolls out, gets the ball out to Cameron Brate for a first down. Decent play there. Good job from Watson to get the speed to get out there. And then going up for Mike Evans, who again isn't able to make the catch. Watson right now, when he gets the one-on-one situations, he's taking them. And there is a nice move from Nelson. Walter Nelson there being called up on 3rd and 8. Can he turn a screen into a first down? And the answer was yes there. Deshaun Watson again trying to run away. This time cannot get away. Is taken down by Crawford, who now plays for the Seahawks and is doing a decent job for him there, getting a sack. And we go on 3rd and 26. Just try and get some field position back and get into field goal range, kick the field goal successfully. OJ Howard not doing much more there as they get a completion on the outside. The Seahawks getting a first down. Then they go back again to an out route and get another first down. Takes 3 men to bring him down. Well, at least 3 men did bring him down. Didn't take all of them as they go for a screen here, but absolutely no chance. William Golston is all over that one. So now on 1st and 10, giving Nelson a go again after a nice play on that screenplay. He gets a run play and gets a first down. 1st and 10, Watson going deep downfield for Godwin, who has to turn into a defender and manages to swat that one away. No interception there. Going again on a screen play to Walter Nelson. 2nd and 10. Can he get a first down again? Gets stopped just a couple of inches short. 3rd and inches. Going for a quick play, and Chris Godwin doesn't catch that one. You don't see that often, but we're going to go for it on 4th and inches. And it's a nice block there. Ali Marpet coming across and blocking down a guy that was missed by the center, allowing that to be a first down. 3rd and 9. Looking for Miller to get a first down. Unfortunately, doesn't get it, settling for another field goal. So the score 13-13 as DK Metcalf in plenty of space there. Luckily brought down by Murphy Bunting. 2nd and 6, Wilson going to his tight end is Jonnu Smith, who bounces off the first bit of contact and just picks up a huge first down there. But then they go for a play action. Bad call mixed with a blitz from Levante David. Not enough time to get the ball out, and a sack for the Tampa Bay defense, holding them to another field goal. And this time, Mike Evans gets the ball. First catch of the game, and now he's away. Mike Evans won't be denied on this one. 2nd and 12 turns into touchdown. Maybe, yes. Mike Evans goes down after the catch, but manages to keep his balance, gets out of a tackle, and just takes it to the house. A foot race. You don't really expect him to win them every time, but he wins this one, and he gets the touchdown after missing out on a couple of big plays, but gets it there finally. And Jonnu Smith again being called up again in this Seahawks offense for another, well, just shy of a first down, but then they pick up the first down and some more on that play, but have to settle for another field goal with 13 seconds left on the clock. They get it. The score 20-9 as we go into halftime here, starting the second half on offense, and Deshaun Watson is sacked there, taken down. Robert Kimdichie bringing him down, so 2nd and 20, but finding a wide open Chris Godwin for most of that yardage. We get a 1st and 10 now from the 39-yard line, and going one-on-one again to Mike Evans. Does make the catch? Yes, he does, and Mike Evans with another touchdown. Both of them, you don't expect him to take it to the end zone. This one, you didn't even expect him to make the catch, but he manages to get his head around, concentrate on the ball again after an initial missed catch, catches the ball, and then there's nobody there to stop him, and he just waltzes into the end zone. 1st and 10 now for the Seahawks offense, who really are in a bit of a hole here, need to start digging fast to get out of it. But then again, you can't dig to get out of a hole, so let's see what they try to do instead. They try to run the ball. Levante David finally stopping him after a strong run from Chris Carson as they go over the middle again to Jonnu Smith. A key piece of this offense is that tight end, and we are struggling to deal with him right now as DK Metcalf wanted to take on Levante David. Unfortunately, David missed the tackle, but he doesn't miss this sack as he comes downhill, takes Russell Wilson down, his 2nd sack of the game. Now 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Russell Wilson with plenty of time in the pocket, lets it go, but throws an interception, was looking for Metcalf, finds Murphy Bunting instead, and this Buccaneers defense is shutting out, or rather shutting down the Seahawks. They've got 9 points, but the offense has got absolutely nothing. It's just field goals as their completion to Mike Evans. Deshaun Watson having to eat up plenty of time in the pocket there, but this offensive line a little bit better, and as I say that, I've cursed them, and they give up another sack. But the offensive line has gotten a little bit better, and they gave him enough time there. And this time, Miller, he finds a little bit of space around the outside. Miller, will he win a foot race? No, he will not, that's for sure. He doesn't get away from that last man, but Miller with a huge catch over the middle, taking it down the field, and now setting up 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line, getting the ball again, a 1st down. He's not quite at the Julian Edelman level yet of always getting 1st downs, but he's getting plenty of them, and we haven't forgotten about the run game either, in case you were worried. Darius Geis there gets a rushing touchdown as we go for it. It was wide open, why not take it? And we have been running, but it's just not been as exciting as the pass plays, which have been pretty explosive in this game. And on 3rd and 14, the Seahawks are hoping for an explosive pass play here as Russell Wilson has got plenty of time with a 3-man rush. They called a screen, but just never went for it. And then they decided to go for it, and Devin White, full speed, downhill, knocks the ball out of the running back's hands. It's recovered, but they don't get anything else. On a 3rd and 3, Darius Geis unable to pick up a 1st down there. 2nd and 10, the Seahawks have the ball back, but in some trouble here as Vita Vea, playing for a contract, gets a sack on Russell Wilson. 3rd and 18, it sets up, going deep downfield, going for it all, and it's just incomplete. Maybe, I would be expecting some pass interference there if I was a Seahawks fan, but they don't get any of it. 7 minutes left in the game. Now we're going to start running down the clock, and with Darius Geis, it's pretty easy as he finds a nice little hole there, picks up a 1st down on 2nd and 8. A strong run from Darius Geis. Now we go play action on 3rd and 12, and that's just one of the few bad passes of the game by Deshaun Watson. Up until that point, has been pretty accurate, even if some passes haven't been caught. That should have been an interception, talking about not caught passes. Devin White letting one go there, leaving it on the field, but I'm sure it won't be a problem. 37-9 the score, 2 minutes 46 seconds left in this game, and a big hit there on Tyler Lockett as Wilson, under some pressure, gets his receiver, but he is tackled luckily there by Jamel Dean. 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. A complete, it's not a completion because Devin White, assassin mode there, knocking that ball free, and Darius Geis looking to pick up some more yards, run down that clock. 1 minute 25 left in this game. 38 seconds left in this game as he gets the ball for one last time, and that run will finish this game and will win 37-12. Not a single touchdown allowed. Shaquille Barrett, one of multiple defenders, to get an upgrade point after that game, and not a surprise at all. Murphy Bunting absolutely deserves his, and well, you could say we did a pretty decent job of taking care of Russell Wilson, so we get an XP boost for the linebackers. And as for that X-Factor linebacker, I don't think I saw Bobby Wagner once making a difference to anything. We didn't lose the ball. We did a great job. 500 XP for quarterbacks. I guess it was about turnovers. So we did a great job against the Seahawks. But how about the division rivals Saints? Well, we'll have to, of course, look out for Cameron Jordan. Now, Cameron Jordan has caused us many problems so far in this franchise mode. He's been one of the most disruptive defenders we've come up against, and we're going to have to try and hold him to 0 sacks and get 500 plus team yards. Now that's going to be a little bit difficult, but then Alvin Kamara, not as problematic. Now he's had some good games, but we've been able to deal with him a little bit better, and for him we're just going to have to try and hold them to 1 or fewer rushing touchdowns, and I think we can do that. We can at least hold him to 1 or fewer rushing touchdowns, that's for sure, as we get a chance to return the kick here to start the game, and it's Wilson, blazing fast but not doing much this season so far as a rookie and not making much impact as a kick returner, but maybe his time will come, who knows. But Darius Geis there with a nice run for 8 yards to start the game, and then getting a first down conversion for Chris Godwin, who didn't get to shine too much last game, even though we did throw the ball a lot. And on 3rd and 7, looking over the middle for Godwin, almost throwing an interception, getting a little bit lucky there, and now giving a chance to the Saints offense. Alvin Kamara unable to bring in that pass from Jacoby Brissett, setting up this 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. And let's see what they do there. They go down the field, try and complete a pass there. A pretty audacious effort, but it's incomplete. Would have been a big completion if they get it. And then going down the sideline, another incomplete pass. 3 times in a row, it touched the hands of Saints receivers and weren't caught. And this time, we put it out to Justin Watson, who doesn't really get much of a chance to shine anymore. But he's been dependable when we've called on him. And now Darius Geis with a nice run there. Good blocks at the line of scrimmage. Set him free. 1st and 10. Roll out for Deshaun Watson. Doesn't get a chance to let go of the ball. And there he is. It's Cameron Jordan with his first sack of the game. Now looking to Nelson on 2nd and 23. And he gets more yards than maybe you expected. Ended up turning around one defender and running behind him. 3rd and 12. Looking to Scott Miller, who gets the first down. Now 1st and 10 in the red zone. Watson looking towards Mike Evans, who makes the catch on an out route, gets a couple of yards extra, gets tackled for another yard as well, setting up a 2nd and 2 from the 10-yard line. Watson managing to weave through some traffic there and sliding down at the 5-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal. A handoff to Walter Nelson, who finds the cutback lane and gets in for a touchdown. So Walter Nelson, sudden boost in production last week. We started calling on him a little bit more, and now he's really starting to settle in this season, which is important with 2 strong running backs. It's important that we don't forget about Walter Nelson. 3rd and 7 now for Jacoby Brissett with nowhere to go. Good coverage everywhere, but he still tried it, and he throws it into the hands of Carl Davis III for an interception. This Buccaneers defense starting to build up an interception streak, and this one adds to it. Just perfect positioning from Davis. Should have never been thrown in the direction of Cobbs Jr. And now 2nd and 11 for Deshaun Watson, setting up a screenplay for Walter Nelson, who had absolutely nowhere to go, lost some yards. 3rd and 13 after that, and Watson looking for, it was Miller he was looking for, but didn't get anything there, and probably some pass interference, but we'll let it go, as White had a chance for an interception, but had to twist his body oddly to just get close to it, didn't manage to get it, and a completion there for the Saints, getting a big first down. So now 2nd and 10, they're going for Alvin Kamara, who gets out of one tackle, meets Justin Evans at the sideline. That man has become the hardest hitter on this defense, and Tracy Battle knows how to lay down the hammer. So he's really stepped up since the addition of that rookie at the beginning of this season. 3rd and 2 now for Brissett, finding his receiver, who cuts upfield. It's Austin Seferian-Jenkins in for the touchdown, and the Saints bring it back to 7 apiece. It's a tied game as Watson tries to get away from Cameron Jordan, does manage to get away from him and just gets stopped short of the first down, but it was 2nd and 15, so a nice run from him. But on 3rd and 1, Darius Geis is stopped by Davenport, cannot get the first down, and on 2nd and 1 for the Saints, Alvin Kamara almost breaking it big there, finally gets stopped. So a 1st and 10 after that nice run for them. It's a completion, a missed tackle. Justin Evans making an important tackle there, stopping a probably touchdown. And now 2nd and 7, looking in the direction of Murphy Bunting. Well, he wasn't looking for Murphy Bunting in the first place, but it was tipped by him into the arms of the rookie Tracy Battle. If I'm not wrong, that is his first interception of his career in the NFL. And, I mean, they don't come easier than that. Just a ball falling into your lap, courtesy of a teammate. 1st and 10 now, and Darius Geis is starting to run hot, and we are letting him run and run, and he continues here again, spins away from 2 defenders, picking up the first down with about 15 yards on that run. And then on 3rd and inches, a quick pass to Mike Evans. He gets no more than just those inches, but it's good enough. 2nd and 1, looking to Scott Miller, who's starting to make a little bit of impact in this game straight away, and giving a chance to Darius Geis, who somehow is fighting and doesn't lose any yards on that play. That's the most incredible part of it all, giving him another chance, untouched into the end zone. Just a few seconds left in this first half, and we take the game back to 14-7. 25 seconds left for the Saints, but at the 48-yard line, looking for a completion for a first down that they get with Safari and Jenkins, and they got themselves a field goal before the end of the half, and they get the ball to start the second half, so looking to capitalize on it, potentially taking a lead with a touchdown, and a nice completion there to Alvin Kamara at the sideline. 3rd and 8, though, a tricky position, and just miscommunication. I don't know what it was. That receiver was nowhere near that ball as Darius Guice has a big hole to run through. Spun away from the safety but was caught from behind. Otherwise, that was probably a touchdown as he doesn't get much on 1st and 10 there, but he continues to run. When Darius Guice starts running hot, we keep him running, and then we continue running as we lose the ball there. Deshaun Watson leveled by Cameron Jordan, and now we have to throw the ball 3rd and 13, but we're not going to throw. Deshaun Watson's going to run. He's not going to slide. He's going to get the first down, hold on to the ball, and now we go back to the ground game with Darius Guice, who picks up another first down, chewing up yards. 10-yard plays after 10-yard plays as Deshaun Watson again is sacked by Cameron Jordan. 2nd and 17. Feeling like we need to pass, but a wide open O.J. Howard for an easy first down, almost touchdown, stopped at the 1-yard line. Looking for a quick pass here to Mike Evans. Just another touchdown to add to a ridiculously long list of touchdowns considering we're not that many weeks into the season, and a nice team celebration there to celebrate that fact as this offense has been running smoking hot with the addition of the reigning MVP Deshaun Watson. But forget the offense because the defense has come to play 2 weeks in a row with an interception from a linebacker and an interception from a DB. This defense getting a pick 6, Devin White catching it, Carl Davis making sure not to trip him. It's about the best thing he can do, and that is a great play from the defense. Devin White stepping up this time, maybe looking for that Defensive Player of the Year after Levante David got it last year, and there a big completion to O.J. Howard for a first down. 2nd and 9, play action, nice picked up blitz there, and another completion to O.J. Howard, and now he's starting to run hot, so why not keep feeding him as we get the ball here to Walter Nelson, as we're basically starting to try and run down the clock a little bit, and Darius Guice has done more than his share, but this player won't stop being open. O.J. Howard with another catch. Can he get a touchdown to finish it off? O.J. Howard can get the touchdown. What an incredible drive. It was almost all O.J. Howard after starting strong at the end of the last drive. He didn't stop and got himself, I don't know how many yards, but a whole bunch of them and a touchdown on top. Fantasy owners would be proud of that performance. 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. A risky pass that somehow worked out. A good possession catch from the receiver there. And now 1st and 10 from the 45. And another interception, and it's Devin White again, who just gets stopped, potentially looking at another pick 6 there. 2 interceptions in one game, 3rd of the season. Devin White is coming for the Defensive Player of the Year award as Walter Nelson made a man miss and then loses the ball, and that is Williams with the recovery, and now the Saints will get the ball again. 4 minutes left. 25-point deficit. We're not too worried, but it's not what you want to happen as they get a completion to Austin Safari and Jenkins there over the middle. Another completion there with nothing to lose. The Saints are starting to play a little bit better, not questioning themselves as much, I guess. And on 1st and goal, Jacoby Brissett is sacked. He is taken down by Randy Gregory, who we've not heard a lot from, which is also positive if you don't hear a lot from Randy Gregory, because usually you expect to read his name in headlines. 2nd and goal now, looking for a receiver in the end zone, finding him for a touchdown. Justin Evans didn't get there in time. We can't fully blame him. I'm not entirely sure what should have happened, but they get the touchdown, but that was it. The end of the game, 35-16. Darius Guice gets an upgrade. Absolutely no surprise there. But Darius Guice in a great position where he's a better elusive back than a power back, which has become the system trait again after changing offensive styles a little bit. But he's great at being an elusive back, but he's also great at being a power back. He's the perfect blend from what I would want. Receiving back, not as important for how we play with the running back position, and Walter Nelson is there to fill that hole anyway. Of course, we did well here, getting 500 XP for the offensive line. We didn't actually do well. Cameron Jordan got many sacks, but we did well against the running backs. They did not get any rushing touchdowns, and so we get some nice XP as well there for the defensive line. 500 XP. Good upgrades, hopefully coming in the future for some key positions there on the offensive line. That is it for this episode. I'll try and be back quicker this time with another one, but really no promises whatsoever. Thanks to everyone who followed me on Instagram, and bye.